Hey witches, welcome back to my channel, Over the Hedge with the Wyld Wytch. Alright, for this video, we are going to create an Autumn Equinox spray. Now you can use this spray to cleanse, purify, and banish anything negative in your area. You can use this spray on your altar, on your tools if they can get wet, in your sacred space, when you cast a circle. You can spray it there. You can spray your walls. You can spray, you can put it in your floor wash as well. Now this spray is for, the autumn equinox, so you could, use this the day of or the day before to get your area clean. I also like to use this as an air freshener because it smells amazing and it cleanses the air whenever you use it. So it's really easy to make. You're going to need a 2-ounce spray bottle. So here's the little spray. You're going to need rosemary and cedar wood. You're going to need distilled water. So I really don't use measurements except with essential oils whenever I'm making magic products. But I probably used about half a tablespoon of each, the cedar wood and rosemary. So you want to make a herbal infusion with the rosemary and the distilled water and the cedar wood, and you want to let that sit for about 30 minutes to an hour. Then you want to make sure that it's cool, because if it's too hot, it's going to make your essential oils evaporate whenever you put them in. Now, if you don't like the same ingredients that I'm using, please feel free to change it up. If you don't jive with something and think, that you should use, say, for instance, if I use clove and you don't like that, maybe you think you should use nutmeg. Well, change it. That is cool. I'm all for making something your own. I feel like this is my truth and you have your own truth, so it doesn't matter. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is, well, let me do this before I start pouring that. First thing we need to do is cleanse our jar, our bottle, whatever, you know what I mean. Alright, so I have some rosemary, and I like to allow the smoke to go inside the bottle and on the outside. Now I've already done this, and my bottle is clean. I boil my bottles before I use them, and I let them air dry, and then I do this. So I've already charged all of my ingredients. I put my intention for what I want, what purpose I want them to serve. I've already done all that, but I will show you that. Alright, so once your bottle's clean, purified, you remove everything that's on it. You can do your space, get rid of anything that you don't want there while you make this new product. Now I normally make this blend on Monday, but you can make it whenever you want. It's, that's completely up to you. Now whenever I put the rosemary and the cedar wood in here to make the herbal infusion, I put my intention into it beforehand, but you can do it here, after if you would like, before you pour it in. So you just want to place your hands around it and put your intention into it. And once you do that, then you can go ahead and pour it in. Now, I have this mesh that keeps all the particles inside of it. Now, if you don't have one, you want to make sure that you strain. You want to strain it. Look at some of the smoke's coming out that was in there still. Anyway, you want to strain it because you don't want any of those particles in here because it might stop up your pump. If you have one like mine, this is a fine mister, and so any leftover herb particles will clog it up. Now don't throw the herbs away that's in the water. I let them dry out, and then I put them in my incense blend. So that works perfect. Or you could even add it to a spell, you know, that you're going to perform later on. So, and that works really well. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to do, well, you can go ahead, you know, put your energy in if you didn't do so. Put your intention, what you want to happen, see it already as achieved. Alright, so the first thing is, or the first essential oil that we're going to use is sweet orange. Now all of the essential oils, I'm using 5 drops of each. And again, here you can put your intention individually into each one, you know, each essential oil after you put it, or you can wait and do it once you've completed your spray. Oh, I'm sorry. The next is cinnamon cassia. The next essential oil is Palocentus. Again, 5. I love Palocentus. Now, if you purchase Palocentus, make sure that you are purchasing it from a reputable source. You want to make sure that you're not supporting the ill harvesting of the Palocentus, because it is one of the endangered plants. So you need to make sure, you know, that you get it, it's ethical. Alright, so the next ingredient's clove, again 5 drops. Well, that was 6, but that's okay. Alright, and our last ingredient is juniper. If y'all hear noise in the background, that's my son going in and out of rooms. You might even hear him playing with his dog. Come on. Okay. Alright, now you want to put your intention into this. You can also add a carnelian. I have carnelian crystal chips, and I've got a clear quartz somewhere. Alright, and a clear quartz. Now I'm going to swirl to blend all of these wonderful energies together. Now, essential oils do not disperse in water. They do in oil, but they don't in water. But for 24 hours, we are not going to vigorously shake this blend up. We are going to swirl. And then I like to put my intention into it one last time. And normally when I put my intention into it for the last time, I like to whisper whatever purpose I want this blend to achieve, whatever I am manifesting within it, whatever I'm telling it, okay, this is what purpose you're going to serve. When I use this, this is what you're going to do. I whisper those words into the blend. So I would say, for this one, I would say, protection, cleanse, purification, and banish all negativity. And I would say this 3 different times. So I leave it on my altar for 24 hours, and then I use it. Now, I will leave this blend on my altar until the autumn equinox. And every day, I will put more intention into it every day. Anytime I think about it, anytime I walk by and look at it, I put intention into it. And then it will be ready to use on the autumn equinox, and it smells amazing. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Now, one thing I did forget that you need to do, you need to label your product. Put the name, date, the ingredients, what it's for. That way you do not forget. Then you want to store it in a cool, dark place. Alright, so that's it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see my autumn equinox oil, then check that out. I will leave the description in the link below. I will leave the link in the description below. Thanks, guys. I hope you have a great night. Until next time, fly high, witches. Peace, homies.